Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Downtown Tala. That's where we are. Tala Square is coming up, and it's very, very busy indeed because we're right in the middle of lunch hour. We've just come up to Tala Square to collect a car, and my brother's going the wrong way, but there we go. He always thinks he's that little bit much cleverer than me. But there we go. Eventually he'll find his way back to the workshop. He'll wiggle and he'll waggle and he'll find his way back. That's Tala Square. You can't drive on it anymore. It's all locked up. And here's a guy called Mr. Richard. So we'll just say hello to him. Are you lost in downtown Paphos? Are you lost?
No,
you alright? Yeah, I saw you before in the hire car.
I'm just going to walk round.
And I thought, there's that idiot. And he's lost. It's a long way from Anavagos.
No, I'm a fuck.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, don't swear too much. We're on YouTube. No, you're right. Don't worry. He didn't hear it. He didn't hear it. Anyway, I'll leave you at it.
No, exactly. I went down and saw Chris on that. I said he'd seen Paul on that. He said, well, you'd seen him on that. So
I saw him yesterday.
Did you see him yesterday?
Yeah. I took him a cigar.
Yeah.
So anyway, I have to go. It's going to rain.
Exactly. That doesn't look too good.
No. I'd put a coat on if I was you.
We're off on Sunday, Paul. So I might see you Saturday.
See us on Saturday.
You're down at...
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Saturday.
About 12 midday.
I'll be there about 12. Yeah.
Right.
I'll catch you then. Anyway.
Yeah. See you later.
Yeah.
Take care, Richard.
Right,
see you later.
Take care,
see you
Paul.
later.
See you soon.
Let's let this car go. There we are. Live action on
no worries.
YouTube in downtown Paphos. That's Richard. He's a guy that comes out to Paphos for 2 to 3 months at a time, and he likes to hang out, and I get to chat with him when I'm with Mr. Chris. That's the Sponge Man, the most famous man in the world, in the downtown Paphos promenade area. So if you like these little bit of live bits, let us know, because obviously we can give lifts to people and we can chitter-chatter along the way. So we're now going to work our way down towards the main road from Tala towards Emper, or the main connecting road to Paphos, should we say, because a lot of people don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I understand that, but we're going to join the main road. This is all busy traffic because of school time. Same all over the world, isn't it? People don't give a damn about anybody else. They just park up wherever they want because they've got to pick up their littlies, and they're racing to pick up their littlies, as we can see. So let's join the main road. This is the main connecting road from Tala to Ember, or from Tala to Paphos, shall we say. And there was 1 or 2 spots of rain before, believe it or not, even though that sky is looking pretty blue. And the sea, as you can see, was looking very, very blue indeed. Of course, Mr. Paul, he's dressed head to toe in blue. There's no doubt about that. Just let me check my box shorts. Hold on, yeah, they're blue. And the socks are blue, the shoes are blue. The only thing that's not blue is my lighter, because it's red. And I've got one of these brown things in my hand as well, especially for Lady Andrea. So I'll just light this up as this chap turns off. Here we go. There you go, a little bit of Romeo and Juliet in, especially for some of the superstars who like to have a Romeo and Juliet or two. Of course, if your name is Sir Martin, yes, he's frantically checking the price now to see how much these are. These are a box of Villager cigars, Martin. 5 in a box, and I think it's number, hold on a second, let me just check what the number is to give you the precise, number 7. So 5 Villager cigars, that's what you're looking for. Go and Google that. They come from Germany. Let's see how much they are for a pack. They're quite cheap. They're only like €8 in Cyprus. So these are the daily smokes, shall we say. But of course at night time, well, you need something a little bit better, don't you? You need like a Romeo and Juliet or something even better than that. So we'll do a little bit of la-di-daring, especially for Sir Bernard, and of course the girl in his life, Lady Jan. We hope Lady Jan is feeling well and getting ready to get on the internet, booking that holiday to come back to downtown Paphos. And of course the girl who happened to meet them when they were here, that's Dame Anne. Of course she's back in downtown Hartlepool, and she's getting ready to get back on a big bird soon, because May is not that far away, is it? Christmas is in the way, then the new year comes along, you pay off your credit card bill, and then the next thing, you're on a big bird back to downtown Paphos, booking yourself into the Alexander the Great Hotel, top floor, great view out across the sunset. And of course we know some other superstars who are coming as well, and that must mean that that's Lord Andy and Lady Ness. Now lights are being flashed, that must mean that there's a speed van up yonder, and yes there is, and there's the speed van sign sticking out 150 metres precisely, I'll bet, just before the van. Speed limit along here is around about 50, so let's just drop down that little bit. Otherwise, we'll be getting a little message over the tinternet and a bill or two to pay. There he is, setting up for the day. He'll spend an hour or so there. His plan is to catch people racing to and from the school and racing up and down for lunch and those kind of things. What's the price of benzene today? Let's have a quick look. How much is the black stuff? €1.70.9, so €1.71. In English money, that's about what, 160, 155, 160. So on that note, if you're wondering how the channel is funded, well, it's all down to you guys, and we thank you from the bottom of our two hearts. So if you're feeling generous and you want to keep us afloat, why not click through to our about page or Google the magic words "Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and Me." That's a totally safe and totally secure platform where you can choose to treat us to a virtual coffee or two or three. The list can go on and on and on, and we thank all the people that buy the coffees. We really do. If your name's Miss Debbie Llewellyn, thank you very much indeed. Dame Ann, thank you. John Ricey, he's a sir by the way, thank you. Sir Graham, Lady Carrie, thank you. The list goes on and on and on, and we thank all the people that choose to become a superstar member on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. At €10 a month, it's a little bit of a steal, to be honest. You get a special title, you get special privileges, and of course you get that little bit closer to Marika and me. We're in Ember or Lemper, I'm not sure, but we're wiggling and waggling, and we're going to head towards the main intersection between Midtown Paphos and Uptown Paphos. In other words, we're going to join the Masoi Avenue right at that middle intersection, and we're going to shoot over it and heading towards Anabargos, and then we're going to wiggle and waggle towards the Limassol roundabout, and then we're going to shoot up the bypass because we're on the way to the workshop to drop off a car. Lunchtime's coming, so we're going to get frantic as well because Mr. Paul likes to go for his lunch. Not that I have a big lunch, but I'll go and have something somewhere with Miss Ochin receiving Ella Booth, and you never know. One of these days, Ella, the daughter #1, she may join us as well. She likes to come out for lunch once or twice a week, so I got a feeling that perhaps today she might join us and we'll chew the fat, and she'll practice her English and I'll chew the fat with the Russian and all those kind of things. You've seen Miss Ella once before. If you go and Google Ella's birthday party last November, one or two people got the great pleasure to meet her. Of course, if your name is Lord Jeremy and Lord Simon, you met her, and one or two people fell in love with Ella, especially if your name is Lord Dave Jono. There we are. I'm talking to you, superstar in downtown Rotherham, who likes Kevin Keegan and he likes all sorts of nuts. So luckily he's watching the right channel, because this is Nuts in Paphos. It definitely is. That's a little title that was brought into the channel by Sir Philip, all the way up in downtown Kamara's village. We've had him on camera once or twice. We've had him chatting in the car, and hopefully he's going to join me again Saturday or Sunday, and we'll have a chit chat and chew the fat and put the world to rights as usual. So we're wiggling, we're waggling, and we're going to join the main road that takes you from the top of Paphos straight through to the old town and down, of course, to the blue Mediterranean Sea. Although we're not going to go down it, we're going to cut across it, if you understand me, and we are going to go out towards the Fountain Anabargos roundabout, and then we're going to join the Limassol roundabout, and then up the bypass to the workshop. That's what we're going to do. It's starting to get a bit frantic as people get ready for their lunch. Andrea, what's going on? Why are these lights on red? That's what I'm wondering. Your job as a lady is to make sure that these lights are always on green. Otherwise, Mr. Paul has to go through on red. And perhaps that's not a good thing, is it? No. Let me smoke this cigar. That's nice. That really is nice. There's something quite relaxing about sitting in a jag with a big cigar. There really is. It's like a bit of a comedy going on the channel known as Marika and Me. How long are we going to sit here, Andrew, before you flick the switch? Because this is your job. It's a very important job. We're going to create a new post for Lady Andrea, and she's going to be in charge of all the signalling in and around Paphos, and she'll have a little sat-nav thing on top of my car to know exactly where I am, and then of course she can switch the lights constantly. It's like being a president if you've got a Lady Andrea in your life, isn't it, Sir Mart? and his peacock. And hopefully you've not got to work too long tonight, Mart. Andrew was saying you've got to do an audit tonight, so you're going to be in work till midnight. Hopefully going to look after you, get you some coffees and bring you some pizza and all those bits and bobs, because that's a stressful time, isn't it, to see how many parts have, shall we say, gone missing, or what you've got in stock, isn't it, shall we say. We wish you luck, and hopefully when you get home, Andrew will be waiting for you, give you a hug and a kiss and perhaps a bite to eat. You never know. And hopefully get a day off tomorrow, because, you know, it's midweek, isn't it? So hopefully get a day off tomorrow, hopefully. We're heading towards the Anavargos Fountain roundabout. At that roundabout we are going to take a right, and we're going to head towards the Limassol roundabout, and then we're going to shoot straight over that, up the bypass like I'm saying, and head towards the workshop. They forecasted the odd bit of rain today, by the way, and if you're curious to know what the temperature is, let's have a quick 29 degrees. That's not bad, is it? Middle of October and 29 degrees, and the sun is glistening down, especially on the blueness of the blue Mediterranean Sea. There it is in all its glory, shooting its stuff, the fountain roundabout in Anavargos. If you're looking for the main post office, that's up there to the left, by the way. It's the main district post office of Paphos. So if you want a letter in the post or something and you live it in Paphos and you get a little message on your phone, that's where you will go and collect it. We now find that the man in the white Subaru is sticking himself up my bottom, but that's my brother, so he's eventually caught up with us and rectified his mistake. Let's get into this outside lane, because hopefully we're going to get through these lights if Andrea keeps them on green. But here we go. You see, as people don't have much consideration for the people in Paphos, they just block all the exits, especially at lunchtime and going home time. Although that may be the same all over the world, I'm not sure. Perhaps Lady Anna, the greatest lawyer in the world who lives downtown Krakow, will let us know. Is it like this in Poland, Anna? Do people go through red lights? Do you have to prosecute them? Because she's a great lawyer. And of course, if you were prosecuting me, she would let me off, because she loves me and I love her. And a big shout out to her husband, Sir Thomas, and of course the future greatest lawyer in the world, Mr. Bart. One of these days he'll be a Sir. When he qualifies as a lawyer, we'll make him a Lord. There we go. That's a title to aim for. The greatest lawyer in the world and a Lord to boot. We're coming up towards the Limassol roundabout. We're in gridlock traffic, by the way. This is lunchtime, and everybody wants to go for their lunch, so everyone's whizzing around like lunatics, picking up their littlies and making YouTube videos and trying to get through the red traffic lights and all those kind of things. That's got a nice Range Rover in front, isn't it, Lord Andy? What do you think of that one? Not quite as full fat as yours, but that's a Sport, isn't it? So it's supposed to be that little bit sportier, isn't it? A bit more manoeuvrable, perhaps, if you're a gangster trying to outrun the police. Who knows? Perhaps I should get one. Who knows? We'll see. Or perhaps I should get one which is its cousin, which of course is the F-Type Jaguar in white, and then I could do a very good impersonation of one of our superstars who's coming to Paphos very soon. And of course that has got to be the Lord Nigel of the big guns, and of course he'll be bringing with him the sweetness in his life, and that is Lady so sweet Caroline. She'll be coming to Paphos soon, and hopefully those boys in downtown Cardiff, that's Lord Jeremy and Lord Simon, will be accompanying us on a night or two as well. We'll be dancing the Chuchuchka in the downtown Ked of Paphos Promenade and Harbour area, certainly into the night, that's for sure. And maybe having a nightcap in the Banya like we did last time. Banya is a restaurant that sits right on the cusp of the blueness of the blue Mediterranean Sea in the downtown Ked of Paphos Promenade area. It's the bar that's literally next door to the municipality area where you get changed to go into the water. There we are. See, everyone rushing home, everyone's fancying a bit of lunch or so. Let's give it a bit of a boot. There we go. Let's see what she'll do. There we are. Let's hear her growl that little bit. Now we've got to take our foot off because there's boys in blue just over there, and you never know what they're doing, do you? They could have a camera out. It's more likely a breakdown or something. Let's have a look. Let's see what's going on here. Let's stop there. And oh, there you go. They caught someone, they snuck up behind him and said, what you doing at 130 kilometres an hour or whatever. The speed limit on here, by the way, is 100, but again, you're allowed to do 119 before they're going to nab you. So obviously that car was doing a little bit over 119, and it is lunch hour, so I would imagine he was probably doing 130 or so. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been bothered because they're going for a frappe or two. Anyway, we're on the expressway. This is the main expressway to Limassol. Obviously, if you keep going, you go to Larnaca and Nicosia. Limassol is what, 65 kilometres from here, so that's about 40 miles in English money. Larnaca is about 130 kilometres, so what's that? That's like 190 miles. It's about 90 miles, and Nicosia is about 140, so that's about 95 miles. And it's highway all the way, and it's quite a good road, to be honest, except for the odd idiot or two that's perhaps making a YouTube video as they drive along and chatting away and la-di-daring on a cigar or two. So try and stick to the speed limits if you come to Paphos. Perhaps if you hire a car, you've got a car, you loan a car. Otherwise, well, you end up with an unwanted bill. So, and you won't get there any faster. You really, really won't. There's always traffic and traffic lights and police calming measures and all those kind of things going on. So I always try to sit a little bit under the speed limit, and it takes away that pressure, doesn't it? You don't have to worry if you see a policeman because you're not speeding. As I was saying to Sir James last night, we had the great honour last night to sit with Sir James, and of course, well, he's actually a king. Sorry, he's my cousin, King James. He's got a queen who's known as Karine, so that's Queen Karine. And of course, if you're a king and you're a queen and you've got a daughter, that must mean she has to be a princess, and that must mean I'm talking about Princess Tala. And if we're lucky, we're going to get her to do the Chuchutchka dance with Miss Ochin receiving Anna Booth very, very soon indeed. I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of our complete and utter madness. Thanks for watching.